In this video, we want to go over adding and subtracting radicals. So first, we want to make sure that we understand how to simplify radicals, because in adding and subtracting, we still must simplify all radicals. So recall that 3 is a coefficient. It's a number in front. So we're going to just hold on to that until we've simplified our radical. So I'm going to simplify the radical 384. And by simplify, we want to see if we can break apart the radical using a perfect square from our list of perfect squares. So I can divide 384 by 64. So I'm going to break that apart into 64 and 6, and I'm going to bring down my coefficient of 3. Because 64 is a perfect square, this is going to turn into a regular number, 8, because 8 squared gives me 64. I'm going to bring down my coefficient of 3. Square root of 6, because I cannot break apart 6 using another perfect square anymore, then that radical has been simplified. Now all I need to do is multiply my coefficients 3 and 8, which give me 24. Square root of 6 as a final answer. So when we're adding and subtracting radicals, we want to first simplify all radicals in the problem, which is what we just did. Then we want to identify the radicals with the same index and the same radicand. So they have to look exactly the same. Only these can be combined. So if I don't have the same index and the same radicand, they cannot be combined. So for common radicals, you just add or subtract the coefficients and keep the common radical. It's just like combining like terms when we're thinking about variables. With radicals, sometimes you have to simplify them to make them like terms. That is the only difference. The secret word for this video is cookies and cream, because Miss Rodriguez loves cookies and cream ice cream. So here I have an example where I have 2 radicals being subtracted. So my very first step is to look at all the radicals and determine if any radicals need to be simplified. So square root of 20, I know that I can break apart 20 using a perfect square, so I need to simplify the square root of 20. So I'm just going to simplify the square root of 20 first. I know that I can break apart 20 using a perfect square, 4 and 5, and the square root of 4 is 2. So the square root of 20 really is going to turn into 2 square root of 5. This coefficient of -2, I could bring it down, or you could have noticed, oh, the 2 is also a coefficient, and I could have just combined them. But for this first problem, I'm just going to show you what is the same and what is not. So now I'm going to multiply my coefficients. So -2 times 2 gives me -4. And I'm going to keep square root of 5 because I can't make that smaller. Then I have -2 square root of 5. So my next step in order to combine these is to identify if I have the same radicand and the same index. In this case, I do. They are both square root of 5. So I'm just going to focus on the coefficient -4 minus 2. So what is -4 minus 2? That gives me -6. And then we keep the radical square root of 5. This would be my final answer. So first I simplified the radicals. Square root of 5 was already simplified, so I didn't simplify 2, but it's possible to have to simplify both. Then I made sure to multiply my coefficients. Then I just focused on the coefficients and left the radical exactly the same